Okay.
Yeah, you can record it.
Yeah.
Sorry, there we go. I'm talking in the session. I hope that helps. There we go. That's great. Nice. Yeah, we'll start with I've got the video open, so yeah, we'll start. I mean, like, it looks fine to me. Yeah, I've told you, your MMR is fucked. Like, that is fucked.
Yeah.
So the main thing is like you can. I mean, we can improve your win rate as well by addressing these little issues that you have. If you fix them, they would go a long way. Like I look down here, like you're capable of just doing this. Yeah. The one impression I actually get is you're a bit of a pendulum as well, but I think we're working on that too. Like the statistics are fine. When you play stable, like you can see your CS numbers. I can probably look. I can probably open the comparisons. Like this is what actually matters. It's this. I assume it's Pantheon top, right?
Yeah.
You know, look at that. That could be better, to be honest, but it's okay.
Yeah.
That could be better. And you know, it's again that his number is basically your stage 2, so it's how well you do it in that game. I assume it's Sion. So that's okay. I think it can still be better, especially your capability, but it's okay.
Yeah,
not.
I'm dropping a lot of CS like recently. I'm like noticing.
No, your CS is fine. I'm happy with CS at 70. I'm talking about his CS.
Oh, yeah.
It's about making them drop CS by using stage 2.
Okay.
No, your CS is fine. 70 at 10 is fine if you do stage 2 properly and drop. The issue is they are not dropping enough for the player you are. You're capable of making. Honestly, you're capable of getting 70 and pushing them down to 40, 30, even 20.
Okay.
You're actually capable of that. You know, when you play a proper game, the issue is I think you do get a bit too excited or something sometimes, and you go in or whatever. It doesn't go well.
Yeah.
That won't happen that game.
Yeah, it was really like I died at the worst time and would just lose waves. It was
Yep, but the thing is, even if you die, that shouldn't make you drop to 56. You can die and still get 70 and not die to them. It's just how you're playing. You're probably walking in too early or stuff.
Yeah.
You can always play in, like, this is the thing Koreans seem to get, a lot of Western players don't. You never, like, and why Nyx refers to lead is not an active game, it's like a turn-based game. You can always make your own decisions. Every decision you make has an effect, so, you know. So if Riven play, if you die, you have to play one step back, basically, instead of one step up. You're probably making the decision to stay middle or go up, which is why you drop CS, when you're actually supposed to step back. You know what I mean? I don't mean literally like take one step back. I mean like in relative to the lane. It's the phrasing.
Right.
Like where you would be next to the wave, you would be behind the wave or next to your tower.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then you won't drop CS. Just she can't attack you.
Well, yeah, no, yeah.
That's the point. Anyway, so let's get into the VARs. Yeah, I mean these are a lot of people learn this over time, but like, yeah, I know you struggle with it a bit more, which is why I'm trying to target now, because your mechanics are fine, like, your mechanics are good. Your mechanics are honestly, like, getting to, like, high diamond level. You just have to actually use it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mentioned the example of Drew, like, yeah, Drew was not as good mechanically as you. No way, he was bad, like, he wasn't great, but he was, I guess he was special, because he really picked up, though, like, when I was done with him, he was sick.
Yeah.
He wasn't a mid laner though, by the way, but I actually still turned him into a mid laner in the secondary role because he was a jungler. I was trying to get him to play mid lane because he was better mid lane than jungle. Like he was looking like a proper fucking Masters Challenger mid laner. He didn't want to, so he was still good in jungle, mind you. Like I had him jungling like Peanut, you know, but.
Right.
But like, yeah, his mid lane was better. He fucking played mid lane, please. He didn't want to, and then he quit. So that was the thing. But yeah, no, he didn't tell all that he could play like much more games 100%, and then he picked up really fast. Like he got stage 2 down in the week.
That's pretty good.
I don't know how the string he picked up that fast. Yeah, like he was pretty special. But the point is, it does work, and the point is, you are in terms of stage 1 to 4, you're playing on that level.
Yeah.
You just need to actually use the leads and not break.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when the reset comes. Like, again, don't worry about like whatever rank you get in the season. If you want to, go on your Smurf. Honestly, I said that. If you want rank, go on your Smurf. I mean, you're losing time because you decide. If you want to stick your main, that's fine. Like, I don't know what you actually want. That's the thing. But
It's back and
I just
forth.
want to make sure.
Sometimes I really care about my rank. Sometimes, like yesterday, I'm just like, I'll drop 10 promos. I don't care. I'm playing and I'm getting.
But that's the issue you made. Like, this is why I said like. It'll be fine once the MMR resets, but the issue is that you went back. I honestly think you should have stayed in your Smurf when I said that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I said it for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's fine. But I think it's at the stage where like it doesn't matter now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the reset, yeah, I just want you to. I also don't know why you went back to Kled. I don't think you should.
Yeah, I was trying to see,
I know you're trying to, but it just delays. It's just like disrupting the process. It doesn't help you.
Yeah, because
I mean,
you remember when I
know you want.
When I first picked him up, I had like a 60% win rate out of like 100.
Yes.
So I was trying to see like, is it my mentality is holding me back? Can I just not pilot him properly? Because I couldn't tell. I honestly couldn't tell.
Okay, I could, but okay. I told you in the session.
Yeah.
It was just that, it was just, you just get bogged down with the champion a bit, I guess.
That's what, that was my impression, but I wasn't positive. And then I said
the point is, but if you can be, if you can see that, just stick to Trundle and pick another simple champion until you get comfortable again, until we get, So yeah, time to reset. Honestly, I want you to play Trundle. Well, we'll see how the runes and masteries affect the game, but I don't think they'll change these champions.
Yeah, I feel the same.
So I honestly say, time to reset. Just get on Trundle, pick fucking Maokai or Galio or something. I don't give a shit. It's a simple fucking like bruiser tank, and just obviously keep honing your fundamentals. Basically just keep honing stage 1 to 4, and then work on reducing your mistakes and your silly stuff. And then I don't see why you can't. And then get yourself up to at least diamond.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Get you maybe up to D2. Well, I don't think you can get to D2, but to start with, get at least up to diamond.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. But I think with the reset, you can honestly just get straight up there if you don't tell.
Yeah, it's like the stuff that should be like the silly small stuff that's like supposed to be obvious. It eludes me. Like I can't see it very well.
I've told you what to do. Just push lanes and don't follow them. Yeah. It's really that simple. You just decide not to do it. You just go and join the fights. Yeah. I watched that's what I said last time. It honestly is that small, but you think it isn't for some reason. A lot of Western players don't. It's just about, and it's also about patience. Like I think you get desperate because a part of you cares about winning in the game when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you actually, that's what makes you lose.
Yeah.
Just push. You just push waves and you just let the enemy suffocate. That's how you win in mid game.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, watch. If you watched in Worlds, you've seen the better team do that to the weaker team.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't fucking. You've seen the bad team, fucking TSM. They were doing exactly what you have been doing, which you shouldn't, which is the rush fights.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Yeah.
You saw the 5v5s without lanes push. They just kept throwing.
Yeah.
And then guess what? They're out of groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess something that just kind of blows my mind is that it seems like if our team is in a losing position and the enemy team tries to make an initiation, it seems to go pretty well. And this might just be confirmation bias or like selective remembering, but like it seems like when they
if you're behind, you shouldn't be pushing. Like you shouldn't be top lane pushing away.
Right.
I said that.
But like if my team
behind the flames,
like if my team is behind and I'm doing really well, and then they're like sieging mid, it seems like if they go for an initiation, the enemy team, it'll go really well. But if I'm ahead and I go for initiation, it's just a great way to throw. So I'm trying to like resolve that kind of like that.
Well, the answer to resolve that is just to follow the principle of playing from behind, which is not to engage and to let them make mistakes, and they will.
Right. And that makes sense to me. Like that's totally chill. It's like
that's all you have to do. That's literally what you have to do. Like you'll get games where like they will engage in white good team, but that's like whatever. You can't control it. You can't actually control what your team do.
Yeah. You
can only control what you do, so you just do the best you can. That's honestly it. Like if I put fucking Kuba in your account, he'll fucking he'll sweep those team fights.
Yeah.
Even when he's behind.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the way you have to do it. You are mechanically good enough to sweep those fights too.
Okay.
Make sure you're in the right position and shit.
Then maybe we can look at the fights themselves and see.
Yeah, we can look at them. That's fine. Like you're at the point now where you're getting the fundamentals done. I don't have to like baby you in terms of laning phase anymore. I can actually point out these things. I can't with so many students. Just if I tell them how to team fight, they'll stop fucking doing stage 2.
Right.
And it's bad when that happens. They just you can't win lane, you can't win game, and you're bad. So yeah. One second. Basically, I'm tripping well with it. I keep going away, that's all. So basically, potatoes that'll be 30 minutes. So it's like 12 past, 42 past. I put the meat in. So I mean, do I need? But this interesting is this pled file. Have you a Trundle one? That'll probably be more productive.
Yeah, the ones from they'll be up.
I just like
they're processing right now, and yeah, laning phase.
You see this right? It's not lagging.
It's not lagging. It's just really blurry.
That's the issue. The issue is you should upload. I know how to upload the quality. Sorry, something. It might not look amazing, but you'll be able to see it clearer once it actually loads. You see it now.
Yeah.
It's a bit like shit quality, but it means you can actually see it properly. My internet's not amazing. This is fine. This is the one where you get I see. This is fine, like.
Yeah. And I know
So
where.
the only comment I have here is that is a mistake. Basically, once you realize that you have so many more minions, don't attack them too much.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially just she's back again.
Yeah. Okay.
Just be wary at level. Like this is starting to push you a bit more into advanced level ones.
So
you don't want your lane to you don't want your lane to be in fucking turret by the time you get level 2.
And so it's just once I have control, I'll be content.
Once you have control, you can tell like here she's already her face is already. So,
yeah. So I have control here, so I'll just be whatever. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't need to. You don't actually need to attack the minions. I know I said the reason is why I said that to get to actually start doing the level 2 spike.
Yeah.
But you're at such I can tell you that.
And I think I intuit.
You actually do that here now. So this is fine.
Yeah.
You should have done that one attack. That's all. It's a mistake. So now okay, you go for the one. That's fine. Okay, now you're at hit 2 to get ready to trade on her. So that you misplayed that a bit.
Yeah.
So number one, you shouldn't even ward there because it's too early.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's 220. Like no jungler can go for 220. Put the ward down. Like if you're really being safe, put it down like 240, 245.
Mm-hmm.
But like even then, that requires them to start red buff and fucking go for some cheese down. Don't ward this early. It's actually inefficient.
Okay.
As well as that, it keeps you out of the way.
Okay.
So that's the first mistake. Second mistake is that as this minion is dying, you are not up enough. You are back.
Yeah.
You'll see it. So right here, you should be clicking here. You should be DIing into her so you can get the trade-off.
Yeah.
Because you are level 2, she's level 1. See? Doesn't matter if she can use you, she just wasted Q actually, so you fuck her up.
Yeah.
With your W or if you want to use
So is it fine to give up? Is it fine to give up the minion there then?
No, you want to last it, but like you can auto it and click DI upwards, but you DI backwards.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'll show you the frames. Like, all right, if you click here just after the auto instead of she knocks you, you're not clicking here. You're not actually spamming clicking.
Right.
You're not spam clicking. So your actually, I don't even know what you click like. You click back here. Yeah, so there's a pled turns.
I see. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. And like your general approach is a bit too far back when you're clearly about to hit level 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just really don't be afraid to like step to the side of it. You can still last hit the minion that way, but then you're ready to trade as soon as it hits level 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna miss that CS. Yeah. She's fucked. Like, yeah. Then you just want to.
And then I could ward here if I didn't ward earlier.
You can ward now. Yeah, that would be a good time to ward. See.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the thing I said about level 1, your lane is actually pushing a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, don't worry, it's hard to control. Like, but again, the easy way to do it is just the reset. You can just go for the reset by shoving the tower. If you're a bit concerned, I probably just live to shove here just to reset the wave back to the middle, especially to avoid the potential gank which might come right now.
Yeah, I think there is one that comes actually.
Yeah.
Like right about after this trade.
You should definitely be looking to ward now.
Right, it's right as my ward dies, he comes up right here, yeah.
Yep, and it's because you put the ward down too early.
Mm-hmm.
These things make a difference.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So you have to back in TV back lane. So just don't. Honestly, just stop. Don't do anything special. Just level 1 is pretty simple at this level. Just make sure you get 2 first and fuck them up at level 2. Then put your ward down, obviously before the game. That's stage 4. But like, yeah, don't do any early wards or shit. Just no.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd be fine if, like, let's say like your team invades a level, like, or your team gets in a dungeon, you see they're starting red. Maybe you can put one down a bit earlier, but that's still like 220.
Okay.
I don't know any jungle guns at 220 points.
I think it was some. I think honestly, I think I heard some like some Reddit thing where a guy was like, "Oh yeah, Ezreal."
Well, why you listen to fucking
I know that's
Reddit,
my that's my first mistake.
What are you doing?
But it was something like somebody said like Ezreal can hit like 230 and gank top, and I was like, well, okay, I'll ward at 220. And then,
Yeah. Well, that requires them starting red.
Yeah.
And this well, maybe they might do the Raptors to start, but no, like Ezreal earliest is Ezreal at this level and plat, like earliest is. I know Ezreal's died to a camp already. You might have noticed. If you were pressing tab enough, this is where we often tab with pressing tab soon fin.
Right.
So there's that too. this is why you don't play Ezreal on platinum.
Right.
I don't put the ward down just normal timings. Like over the course of like 100 to 1,000 games, let's say even 1,000 games, that early ward is not going to matter.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you might die one game to a cheese down, whatever. Like it's not about that. It's about your laning, and it's about doing standard wards. Also, even if you die to a gank, it doesn't actually impact your game that much if you did. Yeah, so that's like your movements are fine still. Like you're doing your stage 2.
Yeah.
You're attempting to. You just fuck yourself over that. Like that. It's that 2 to 4 minutes where you're undisciplined enough in it. You die to ganks basically.
Yeah.
So really just make sure you get your ward down. Do your stage 4. I assume you're looking at the map fine now. Well, since the last one I watched, you're using the wave much better at least. That's good.
Yeah, and the bushes are that I'm doing that a bit more too.
Good. Oh yeah. If you just notice, Riven has 20 CS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I check that pretty regularly. That's my little.
You know, press and tab is a thing like that. So I forget. Sometimes I forget to mention that during stage 4. That's something you should also be doing.
Yeah.
Like stage 4 is looking at the map, FTing and tabbing.
Okay.
And just actually knowing what you're looking for too. So when you press tab, you're looking at their CS and maybe what item to have.
Okay.
When you're FT, you're looking at what health is the. When you actually FT, you're looking at the enemy's HP bar and the minions, like their HP bars and relative. You know, is the wave pushing? Is it not? You can tell that in an instant by looking at a wave if you train it enough. That's what you're looking for when you're FTing. Because then if it's let's say like you spot mid lane that's pushing, that tells. It tells you obviously it's pushing. If it's let's say it's pushing into Ori, that tells us maybe the jungler will be looking to gank mid.
Yeah.
That's it's just information.
Yeah.
And then if you use that habit through into the mid game, that's what helps you actually push turrets. Good. You back off. That's nice. You should pop there as well. The ward is about to come up, so you should get challenged in the ward. Oh.
I love League.
Fine. Good. You should have warded that. Perhaps you level 5. Yeah, also don't forget to use these as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Lets you establish lane dominance with health advantage. Like you're half like. I guess you're getting the region now. Just like yeah.
No, it definitely would have mattered here because I die right here, and if the pot would have totally mattered.
Die?
Yeah, because I E and it goes too far. I didn't like it overshoots.
Okay, we'll see.
It's like right here. I just want to take a small trade, and then I think it takes me into tower. Yeah.
Well, you're not potting.
Yeah.
Now you pot. It's too late. Also, you had ult. Remember, the ult gives you the extra stats. No, you didn't ult that.
Just to.
You never force shielded.
So would I ult just to stop her third Q?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
And wait, I could be wrong. Like my champion knowledge isn't actually the most amazing.
It gives a little knock-up, but I like at point blank the damage is
not just enough. I want to read
non-existent.
it. It's not just. It's not for the It's not. Yeah. It's for this.
The shield.
It's for that. Yeah.
Okay.
it's for both the like in a 1v1 like that. Just you may as well like use your ability effectively, just avoiding him die. Especially disability, just obviously it disrupts the queue rate, but you also gives you the extra shield.
Yeah.
So yeah. Obviously, I know if you do the full thing, it gives you a bit like I don't know how it works. I've never got it. You know, I think that is the difference between you winning there and not winning.
And the pots and everything.
And the pots and everything. Just use your shit. Like don't be afraid to. It's like when you weren't fucking ulting on Trundle. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Don't do when you're in lane, like early lane. Don't do the shit where you're like save. We don't do this saving out for a team fight or something. We just use it to fucking kill our lane opponents. You know, push them out of lane. Don't be afraid to do that. I'm happy to see that. Be more like yeah. If any of you had ulted, they would have killed her.
Yeah.
I also just think you have a better time on Trundle though. Like I think maybe Ted was a bit too early. But that's fine. But still, we still spawn Finn Z will apply to Trundle. That's really risky.
Yeah.
Because you're trading side an entire wave.
Yeah.
So just don't do that. So just don't like. Your issue is you get too aggressive at the wrong times. You're not watching the wave, and then you don't get aggressive at the right times, like with the ult before or whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta find that middle ground. Like, I think this has been talked about, especially from mid lane before. Like the optimal play style is like it's called like, they refer to it as slow or like passive aggressive. So basically, you just do your whittling and you play passive until you notice they fuck up, and then you punish. You go aggressive. Obviously, you do it safely. I'm not saying like just jump on them, but like if you have your river warded, if they misstep and you're in the right zone. That's shit like that. The issue is you are stuck in a position where you are either aggressive or passive. You're not in the middle.
Yeah.
And it keeps you get punished for it.
Yeah.
Even at this level. So if you learn, honestly, with your mechanics, if you learn to do that, you'll have a much better time. You're still in this lane, by the way. You're even because you have 20 CS over her.
Yeah.
The kill doesn't actually mean anything. And actually, way Geo ahead because of how played into everything works.
And I guess in like just feeling out the play.
Oh, she's fucked. No, you missed the auto. Good. That was good.
Yeah, I was just like.
I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's much better. He's fucked. Yep. Play this wave in as yours mid, so that's fine. Maybe after you mid, just to check what's going on. But then that's fine. And this is really good.
Is this greedy? I think, yeah.
So I mean, you made some little mistakes in lane. You'll learn not to. Like, and if you notice any of those little mistakes, just work to tell yourself, don't do it next game.
Yeah.
Or just remember the situation. Like situations, I've seen these in this VOD. It's a very similar lane situation to the last VOD. So they do repeat themselves. Like just that's where the brain comes in. If you're self-aware, that really helps. A lot of people aren't. But checking the time. Like I think I've seen that example like where you did like it's like the Trundle. It's exactly the same mirror the Trundle thing, but you didn't use your ult.
Yeah.
You know, it's you holding shit in a 1v1. Don't. You know, you know what I mean. When it's that close, like you have to take it right. Riven TP'd in. You can still win this. Unless you're not attack. You should be attacking her. By the way.
Okay, I just wanted to leave and back. Oh yeah, she dies here.
Yeah, and if you had actually been 8 tickets, you would have died before she got to tower. Basically, because like if you see back here, okay, this is fine to like just it was fine like to start running. Where is it? It's like here, like you can attack her there.
Yeah, I like because I know I can kite her. I just didn't want to try it. I was like, I didn't think I had a chance.
It's just for the No, I'm fine with that too. Like getting to tower, but
Yeah.
there were just some frames where like you wouldn't lose movement speed there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what I meant.
Yeah, especially
So
with
like two auto attacks there,
the
where it
W
would
passive.
slow you down. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about the W. Yeah, you still kill her anyway because she's shit. So we know that much. You want to be really cheeky here, by the way. Wait, let's check your items. Never. Yeah, maybe. Wait, you're building in. What are you building into the ruby? Sorry.
Black Cleaver.
Build.
Black Cleaver.
Yeah. How much is Phage?
Phage is 1250 raw, so.
Yeah, I'm bad with numbers. So 400 off that. Yeah, you're going to be really cheeky here. You continue your laning as you are, and what you can do is you can. This is something I don't mind you starting to do now. You do it at this point in the game when you have like your Tiamat and stuff. If you have TP up, you can be really cheeky, just lane in pressure until you get that 800, and then you back TP in it. Khan does this, by the way. I learned it from him.
Back TP, then what? Sorry.
Back TP in, and you have your item advantage. Like you shove into tower, back quickly, TP in with your Sheen, is it not Sheen, fucking Phage.
Oh, fast enough that they can't see it.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
They're fucked. Like if you do that to this Riven right now, she's actually fucked.
Okay.
You just end laning phase. It's already over, like in my opinion, but like I just like it's nail in the coffin. You should walk up magic and still here. It's just a little thing you can. It's a little thing you can do. Since we're not using TP much as a round, you can use it for that, for things like that. Same thing with like you can do it quite early actually. It's just abusing the XP thing. Because then they either have to back or TP in, or if we've already forced their TP in, they are stuck in the lane with someone with an item over them.
Right, and then the wave is there, so they have to pick.
They're fucked. They're fucked. Like it's just over. It's doing too much about it, but like, if you spot, like, this is quite an obvious situation to me, because you've got, it's basically, when you get to walk back to lane, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically when you get to, when they let you walk back to lane, and you have a decent, you have an okay amount of gold, you can do stuff. I honestly look to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
I also checked whether she was backing. I would have done it there, potentially.
Okay, I was thinking...
get tower down,
yeah, just kill tower, because I felt like she would...
No, kill tower, push the wave in, and then you back, and then that's brilliant. She doesn't have TP, so she's fucked.
I was like, she doesn't have TP. I'll let her back. I'll kill the tower.
She did TP. She TP'd in. So now you shove, you back, and you can walk to lane if you want, but I would TP back straight back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just clear this wave back, get Phage, TP in, and it just start snowing her into a turret with the item advantage. And she's fucked. Yeah, just remember why we CS is to get items. This is fine though, you have Talon and Gragas up, it's fine to clear them away, but I would back now. Well, I don't on Riven because she's out of position, okay, missed it. But, yeah, I just back now. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can TP in, and then you fuck her over. Look how much gold you have.
So do I just ignore the Herald that he's doing?
I mean, Talon can go help him.
Okay. I mean, I just didn't know if Talon would help. Like, so I was like,
well, if he's not, yeah, maybe you can go for to help them back. All I'm saying is, you want to look to back. Is you have that gold now. You can get your item TP back in. Fuck Riven.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted it back, and then I saw the Herald. I'm like, okay, maybe I should stay and just be here.
But then you go top lane. That's a mistake. Like, yeah, back end's really important. It's the only way to get item. That's fine. Yeah, and then you just press. You don't even need to press R. You just go and take your free kill there. Don't need to ult. I'm surprised he didn't go after that. Actually.
Oh, he died.
I don't mind your control and looking to push bot lane either.
Oh, but Ezreal died.
Oh, did he? Sorry.
Yeah, the tower killed him. So I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
I would have been an idiot and pressed R, so no worries.
But okay, but you don't actually want to follow this wave though.
Don't follow the wave. Okay.
No, I don't mind in tower down, but
too much.
Maybe can. We don't know where the bot lane is. They're probably barreling down bot lane right now. Here's Tristana. No, you have so much gold, just don't want to fuck around.
Yeah.
So now you're back. Oh god, no, that's it. Let's get the kill on her, but okay. In a non-platinum game, that is a high risk play.
Okay.
Here's what all this shit's why.
Yeah.
It's just messy.
Mhm.
And you're sitting on an absolutely astronomical amount of gold. Where if you happen to go down here, like that's bid for the enemy team.
Yeah.
And you might go down here. You don't because these this Ezreal doesn't know how to land a single Q, but
Right.
you don't. Yeah. That's all.
So much gold.
So I mean, overall you did all right. But what I'm saying is, just be wary in your games of getting that. When you have a decent amount of gold, just look for backs.
Mhm.
I call it the principle of cashing in.
Mhm.
So like you're at the casino, right? Like if you let's say you're playing poker, right, and you just like you shoot them up, you don't fucking go all in after getting this, do you?
Right. No.
That's the idea. Honestly, the biggest thing I try and tell my students is just to keep cashing in.
Mhm.
So every time you get some gold, cash in, because then you win.
Mhm.
You don't point flip. You don't go. I'm going all in on black. That just doesn't go well.
Right.
Sorry, I said poker. No, wait, you've just basically you're playing roulette. And you just you haven't gone all in on black, but you've just won maybe double, triple black by what you've just done.
Mhm.
You don't fucking go all in on black after that, do you? You cash in.
Right.
Unless, well, maybe you do. That's how you lose your money.
Yeah.
That's just maybe that's just me. Yeah, that's the point is make sure you cash in. Now you cash in, but it's maybe a bit late. Because that's why you CS, that's why you stage 2, that's why you build leads, is to get items, and then you use that item advantage to win even harder. So yeah, you want to drop mid here, that's fine. Do you win this game?
I lose.
Wait, it's not giant throws, you must lose.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to see how.
Me too.
Wait, you're not going mid? Okay, you should stay mid here.
Okay, why?
Because if there is another wave coming right now, it's just passing the outer turret.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell because of where your wave
Because
was
of my
positioned.
wave, yeah.
There's another wave coming to lane. Talon's avatar was pointing towards bot, so he doesn't give a shit about mid lane. He's looking at juicy kills bot lane or something.
Yeah.
If we don't stay mid, Orianna gets turret, which he does 10 seconds later.
Okay.
And I was thinking that before I even played forward. So
Yeah.
I was thinking wait, why are you top? Because that turret's really weak. You can see on the map.
Yeah. Okay. Because
The Talon, as I said, goes barreling bot lane. His avatar's pointing that way.
Uh-huh. So
Riven's not your turret yet.
I guess
you just want to. Yeah, you can maybe fucking kill her. You might want to see a 5-for-1 play.
Okay. My rationale was I wanted to put Riven under her tower so that when
I know, but you have to also be aware of the rest of the map. Like you are literally in mid lane. Don't be afraid. Just make sure you have to push it first, otherwise,
Okay.
I want you to play Baser on top lane. Like we don't give a shit about our team and so on, but it's still you're still on the rift.
Okay.
This is still your turret.
Okay.
It's not don't be the guys oh, that's mid lane's turret, who cares? It's still your turret. So if you can optimally push there, maybe even get a kill on Ori and then go top lane before this wave even pushes, that's better.
Okay.
And then you don't lose the our turret for free.
Okay.
You can see this was only gonna go to middle, so you could actually shove that wave and then go top, not lose turret, and then push it, and then that's the optimal play.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another little mid game thing. You want to be if you can, you push all the way with just one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Instead, Ori goes and gets the tower for free. So
Yeah.
If you would actually push the wave, then Twitch actually comes mid before she even gets the second wave in. You don't lose tower. You have this wave pushing at the same time. It's great.
Okay.
Alright, you'll probably do that now, but I don't expect a lot of people to spot that. Yeah, it's fine. You have to be a bit careful here because of Ori could be trying top lane.
Right.
So we just want to back. So now we spot a mid lane, that's fine. But your action should have been to back off to maybe your brush here, or even to try brush.
Uh-huh.
Never keep doing his actions. If someone goes missing, you just walk back, and then you can turn as soon as they reappear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little dance. You back off, you go back in. You back off, you go back in.
Okay.
And then they can't touch you. Yeah, you can fuck her up. They know what she's doing. Yeah, kill her. Your ult's coming up, but it doesn't matter anyway. You're good. And then now we just. So now your camera should be on mid right now.
Okay.
not the minions. Remember stage 4. We want to be watching the fights. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't as long as there's not an enemy in front of us. Don't in the mid game. Don't ever watch minions. Basically,
Okay.
always watch the map. Like it takes no effort to spam Q and press spacebar and click, put in some more autos to get the CS.
Okay.
This is more important. Like you're doing it now, but like you missed like a kill on Oreo thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. I'm not gaining information.
You should also be watching bot lane as well, seeing what Tristana and Alistar are doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't gain any information watching myself hit the tower. So.
Yeah, fucking hit minions, brilliant. Wow.
Phenomenal.
I really know what to do next by watching minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah. Just always be watching. This helps gives you information to make the better plays in the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you've done pretty well this game. Like this is fine. So I actually want to see how this goes sour. The only potential risk I see is a bot lane. But like that's up to you to just make sure you maybe go down there a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You're the primary pusher. That's the great thing about a lot of top laners is you can really push those waves. And you do. Yep. You keep an eye on them. And you've got your TP coming up pretty soon to get back top lane, or just pin your top turret and hopefully someone goes up there. Calendar's top, good. So now we can think about lane.
I should look around now instead of.
Yeah, you should be looking around like. This is a big thing. Just don't watch minions.
Yeah.
So we don't actually want to follow this wave.
Okay.
We should be watching mid right now. Just watching mid.
So when I'm doing this, I remember my eyes are on the map, but I'm not.
That's not enough. You don't see the avatars.
Yeah.
You have to see the spot. I think I've said this before. Really, just FT or click on it.
Because I can tell when they're running to me if they're facing me. So it's
yeah. And because you're only relying on the map, you actually respond a bit later. Whereas if you were to actually watch a mid, you would have seen them turn in towards bot lane straight away. And just, you give yourself the clock, like you give yourself an actual clock. Whereas obviously you can back off now if you got the ward, but
But without the ward,
let's say
I could have summoned.
let's say that area isn't warded. Like you don't know.
Right.
Whereas
if I
if
saw
you
the
actually check
avatars.
me, you know the very second they turn towards bot lane, the avatars move. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really solid.
I'm gonna turn now. Good. Don't press R yet. Nah, it's fine, just push the wave. Good. I'll just try. Okay, that's risky, yeah, and you should DI backwards there.
Yeah.
I'm getting the kill.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine. If you had DI backwards, you wouldn't have to use flash there.
I think I just back and TP is better than walk in.
You don't even need to back in. You can. I TP top lane here. You do. Well done. You don't buy though.
Lol.
You can sell the orange shield and buy there, I think. But whatever.
I don't know what I was.
Yeah, cash in, keep cashing in, please.
I don't know. Oh, I think I was waiting for GA, but I sell Dorn Shield. I get the BF sword.
I really want to see the throw. Like this is just looking so like over to me.
That's what I thought too. That's why I was mad about this game for like 3 hours because it should have been so free.
Well, I wouldn't be mad about it. Like it depends on what happens, but like. Yeah, so you just get this turret, let's do it. You should be aware of Ori and potentially what's the other.
I think
the other Trist. Silly. Okay, you so back off, whatever, but.
Sooner, you think?
As soon as you see someone like just back off, like just don't take risks. Remember, you can always return back when they, go mid or like they just did. You only he comes chasing after you, whatever. You're going to be really cheeky. You could have walked down into your brush here and then gone back up and pushed the wave and then went off.
Right.
And then it actually takes their tower down.
And then they back and forth and they don't know what to do.
Because they all went mid. So. Just trust me. In the next game, try that dance. It works wonders.
Yeah, I definitely feel it because I know when I'm on the defensive
works.
and someone's
You just
doing
don't
it.
do it enough.
Yeah, it's horribly annoying when somebody else does it.
Yeah,
So.
so do it. So do it. Like do it yourself. You're seeing the enemy do it, and I'm telling you, like, just do it.
Yeah.
It really works wonders. It makes them. It's so frustrating because it makes you must like feel like untouchable to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they try and come after you and you're already gone. You know, and then when they like so then they give up and then you're back.
Yeah.
You know, it's so frustrating to the enemy. And that's all about creating pressures. Whenever everyone's there,
I guess sometimes I don't know when is a good time.
so you should be watching mid.
Uh,
It's whenever the people go missing, whenever you don't have information.
I mean, between like going. So I went to Raptors because I wanted to farm that and then cash in. But would it be better to stay and push? Like those kinds of decisions.
We'll see.
Like should
We'll
I?
see. When do you do Raptors? I can't see you do Raptors.
Before this recall, like 10, 20 seconds ago.
We'll see.
Like 20 seconds ago. I was.
Oh, I didn't see your Raptors.
Yeah, when I saw Alistar, there.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to get this and recall.
Yeah, no, that's too late. I'm in here, so this is fine.
Yeah. So right when I was here, I saw them, and then I was like, okay.
This is fine. I mean, no, right here, I would have backed up already
Okay.
because I know that I would have been watching their death timers, and I know they're coming up into top lane.
Okay.
Maybe they're going bot lane, but I still back off until I see them.
Okay.
When I see them, then I turn around. I mean, when I see them in the right place. It's very simple.
Okay, and then so.
This is fine. So I would know. I probably back off. Yeah, I definitely back off because here they are.
Right. And then
Yeah, I know they're coming up.
as soon as they show, my rationale was okay. I'm gonna clear the jungle and recall and shop.
Yeah,
But you're
no.
saying I could do the dance and maybe take tower.
Yeah, because if you were actually watching bot lane like properly, I can tell enough from the map, but you weren't checking bot lane either again.
Yeah.
Like you should be. They are fighting down there, so that lane there is pressure into the enemy. You want to keep the pressure going. You back when like stuff ends.
Okay.
So like.
Well, I thought
when
they
you
were gonna
can't
die and it would be over. Because of because of Twitch and Lux.
Yeah, but talent stuff like it's not over yet.
Okay.
You'll see why.
And if I watch, I could see it probably, but.
But you definitely have to back off because they're here.
Yeah, that makes
Sorry.
sense. That makes sense. It was just whether
You
I
don't-
wanted
like,
to
you back off a bit late.
whether I wanted to
Right.
recall or stay here.
My general advice is when you back off, just find a brush and sit in it for a bit.
Okay.
You just find the first thing you do is whenever you back off in top lane, you just find a safe brush. So here or here, like here, next to the first. And you just watch them. So if you're actually watching them, their avatars were pointing towards mid, and then they go mid, and it's actually it's very likely for them to go mid because they just push their lane out. This lane is pushing in. Where are they going? Where are they going to go? You know, waves. Waves really dictate the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing. Yes, Twitch dies, and maybe they're about to back off the fight, but their team is still located bot lane.
Okay.
These two are going mid lane. I just push one more wave in at least, then you can maybe farm. You can even farm the jungle then.
Okay.
But it's just you'll see what I mean. Yeah. So if you were actually top here, you push that wave into tower. That tower goes down if they don't respond to it.
Yeah.
Then you can actually take these jungle camps and back, and you gain more from it and stuff. It's yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. Like I don't expect you to spot all this stuff, and you probably spot it next game.
Because I was trying to correct from earlier where I was sitting on 3,000 gold and I didn't shop, so I was just like, all right. I'll just
That's fine. No, I want you to back, but like what I'm saying is you probably should have pushed the wave first. Now, I know where everyone comes, but like I can't dictate that, but like actually can be great killer.
So like with the limited information, what optimal decision to make?
Yeah, so that's pretty optimal.
Yeah.
Also, you would have taken Progs as well, so that still accounts for Raptors too.
Yeah.
And then you still back, you get more gold, and you create more pressure. I think that total goes down.
With the tower, I finished GA, and I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just really play around waves. If you watch waves, it makes it so easy to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put my mute in the oven after you. I'll just pause it. I won't take long. My oven's like, you can hear me. My oven's right. I live in a room basically.
Mm-hmm.
putting them in now.
What was that?
Right, there we go. Right, so time is 10 to be ready by 20 minutes. Alright, right, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Choosing the timers. Yeah, we probably need this one. Like, I'm pretty good at breaking stuff down. So. As you can see, I think you said you had 2 bots, but didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need the second one. Don't you think?
We'll see. It's not finished processing, so we might.
It's more about time. We've got like we've been going for about like 40 minutes in this review.
Yeah.
Just don't realize it. Like, yeah, I break it down. But like your issues in this game are probably the same as that game, I assume. Here's the thing though, like you're actually getting to this point in the game now. That's good. Like look at your score and everything. Like. And honestly, if the issue is you're not shoving lanes enough, you're making some little mistakes. That is honestly it. And if you fix that, then it's gonna click.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it honestly the team fights?
Maybe.
I can't tell.
I honestly, I was trying to, in my head, whether I do it or not, in my head I was like, okay, I'll just push the waves and I'll get the towers and it'll eventually come. I just have to do it slow. And then people start dying. I'm like, okay, well I'm just gonna do what I do. And I just couldn't. I don't know if I couldn't do it fast enough.
We'll see. We'll see. But from what I've seen so far, it's been excellent. Like if you do this every game, you actually win most of your games.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're gonna add that extra little bit of that spice, which I just shown you, which will actually really make it good. But this already is really good.
Mm-hmm.
The issue, if you're losing games, you're not doing this every game. You're doing something else now. You should be watching properly.
Okay.
So this is one thing you definitely need to fix. That this VOD.
Camera work. Okay.
Camera work, like stage 4, like there is nothing going on around Baron. Actually, it's ironic because it's a Baron. Lots of people are crazy over Baron, but you know, there's nothing going on around Baron right now.
Okay.
Always watch the areas of activity. Like if there's nothing going on, like don't watch it.
Right. And even if I'm concerned about their health, I can see that.
If you're concerned, keep pressing spacebar, but like make sure you're also watching what's going on over there.
Okay.
Remember, it takes no effort to press spacebar or whatever you've got it down to.
Okay.
It just pings right back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I noticed you FT pretty quick. Like you can probably wait FT or click on the map and press spacebar like pretty fast, like constantly. I know you've got that kind of APM. That back was a mistake.
Okay.
I know about the principle of like backing after Baron, but like basically, I think your team just won that fight. I would go top lane.
Okay.
I mean that turret's weak.
And Riven's dead. Yeah.
I would be able to make this decision better if you actually watched.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely would think clinch that, but I'm pretty confident though. Like Riven's dead.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah. Like now you check it. Definitely, I'd stop this back straight away.
And go straight top. Okay.
Because Riven, Alistar's dead. Therefore, what the fuck can they do? They might even turn. If you actually start pathing top lane, you're about red right now.
Okay.
If you start pathing instead of backing.
Okay.
We'll see. So right now you're at red. You just hit top lane. That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think this is an extension of I'm either completely passive or completely aggressive.
Yeah, just be passive aggressive. Like that's the passive aggressive. Like again, if you know if people start coming top, you can just back off.
Yeah.
I told you the thing about back. That's the thing. You always back off straight away for that reason.
Yeah, back off straight away.
And if you have that knowledge, it lets you go for those kind of pushes safely.
That's really
but now you're pinning it. But so Ezreal came like now. Like you could have got the turret down before you even arrives. So you get turret down, then you back off again. But that's the turret down. And it's one turret less. And it's just honestly little things like that. If you start doing them, they'll win you more games.
Okay.
But I'm still happy with what I've seen so far. Like I want you to try and do this kind of performance every game.
Yeah.
Minus the errors, of course. We keep reducing those.
Yeah.
But like no, it's honestly it's clicking. Like you're looking more like a complete laner. So now your priority should not be fucking blue buff. It should be
Hit the
delayed.
wave, yeah.
You're not even a mage. Like, so this is silly shit. Like, this is just like, this is sort of where I don't know. Yeah, like blue buff is at least your priorities. Also, your camera should be on that.
Yeah.
We know that now. You're gonna start doing it.
I saw 3 of them top. I said if I can deprive them of this, why not? So, but yeah, push the wave is more important.
Push the wave. Like, this tower is worth more than fucking blue buff. Also, break from out objectives is as you come out of like towers, you can get them on the way.
On the way back, okay.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing you can do. So yeah, now you watch it. But I don't really see anything there. I see Talon jumping the wall. You know, we want to see the action. There we go. You should still be watching it. Like, you don't actually need to pin back there.
Okay.
I'm sure you know why. Like, you're not actually seeing anything.
Yeah.
I didn't see any. I saw them walking into each other and fights with that. I didn't see Talon killing Riven. I didn't see the spells going on.
Right.
Stage 4. You know, it's spotty information. There we go. Keep it there. Good. We see. You know, Ezreal getting fucked. Good. That's what I like to see. You know.
Yeah.
That's what you're spotting. Yeah. Good. So now we push. You don't actually need to watch it. You actually have your camera top play. You just press. So you miss Twitch dying.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine. This is good. But and also because you're not watching, we can't see the avatars. We can't see if they're popping up here. They might be because the Twister's avatar pin moved a bit backwards, but I don't know that.
So I'll know by watching, and then yeah, okay.
Yeah, just watch their faces. Like, I think they've talked about this a lot in the past about watching the faces.
Yeah. Because then I'll know without having to see them actually walk to me.
There's no risk.
And then this is
pure information.
I overstay.
This is a bit risky, yeah. That's
and I die here, yeah.
I'm sure you can tell why.
Yeah.
Just back off, like you cash in.
Yeah.
No, this is just greed. Like, okay, this is where you this is where you
Yeah.
go really wrong.
Yeah.
Don't do this again.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how fit you are. It's never a good idea to be on your own in the enemy base under the Nexus turret.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, unless like if the Nexus turrets are down, I'm fine. It was a backdoor, like it's not. It's just silly.
Yeah.
Just back off. Just cash in and then come back again. You're worth a lot of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget bounty. So yeah, you want to know how you feel through the game?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It was so good until that point. That's such a shame.
Yeah.
That was honestly it. That was it. Just don't do that again. Oh, now we're finding it. It's in hip. We should have gone down like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry. I just have the high standards. So I want you to become the best player.
No. Yeah. And me too. I'm like, this is like I can look back and be like, well, yeah, there it is.
No. Yeah, it makes me happy when I'll be happy when I can play. I can actually fucking do all this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in fucking silver. So we disgusting. But actually, it feels disgusting when I'm at the in hit by like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've done it in my normal games. It's just like, wow. I never dreamed I'd be able to play like that. So now we back off, and you know why. This is being silly. Like, just back off.
Yeah.
You back off now. Like, the main reason why we also Ezreal was coming this way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3v1 essentially. We don't want to fuck around with that. Yeah, doing top lane's fine. So do top. Do top and just have your camera mid. And then check into the camera.
Do I care if they join me here? Is that fine?
It's fine if they join you.
Okay.
That's fine. Like, your team's ahead by quite a bit, so.
Oh, not for long.
I'm happy if they group with me at all sometimes. The only exception is if I'm going for like a single push.
Okay.
But like, this is not a single push scenario.
All right, so that's something I need to not get frustrated. I usually get frustrated if people are joining me. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, I get a bit annoyed, but like it's not bad either. At least they're trying to play with you. You know,
Yeah.
view it that way. View it positive. Think about the positive. Another thing is just don't get frustrated about the action of monkeys or bots. That's why I say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, monkey does something, you shouldn't get angry with the monkey. It's not its fault. It doesn't know any better. All right.
Okay.
That's the way to view it, though. You get less frustrated that way. This is just back off here.
Yeah, and then I go in
That's
here, and
silly.
this is where I die.
There's the throw.
Yeah.
There's the throw. Like, just stop going in.
Yeah.
If you back off there, the enemy probably chases you, and then your team comes up and you actually win the fight.
Yeah.
But because you go in first, first hero every time, you still haven't fixed this habit.
Yeah.
You need to. This isn't like the most obvious indicator in the world of by engaging is a bad phone.
Yeah.
That's it. There should be the warning light, but I hope finally. And again, stop typing to your team.
Yeah.
Just stop it, like I think they've told us like you gain nothing from typing to your team.
Yeah, I think
Because
you can tell when I'm tilted
I
when
know
I'm
it's
typing.
frustration. I can tell your team, so just don't
Yeah.
just really switch that off. Like you don't know if you have some like fuckhead who's like he's been beaten up at work. He's just come home. He's playing a game with League. Like that, you don't know if they're just tonight. They just say okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes honestly like you can say like try to say something nice though AFK, so just don't.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just don't type.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. It's fine. Like if your whole team's like near Baron, you can say Baron. That's fine. That's it. That's all you say though. Just Baron.
It's like one word.
If they don't do it, fine. But, like don't type sentences and shit. This doesn't go well.
Okay.
Because you say that he's like, what you say? You say I'm trying to solo. I'm not trying to play as a team. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just it just doesn't go. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so this is fine. You should be watching. I mean, I know you have to watch now because it's a fight between you and Ruben, but. It's fine. I'd probably go top there though.
After the Riven.
Shove in the wave. I'd probably go straight away because this is. If you don't, you even have TP. It's just this is like this is the point of the game where like it's the game-ending fight.
Okay, so I should be 5v5 if it's near the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you can literally kill Riven, and you can't. You can't.
Yeah. So that's what I need to know is near the end. Okay.
Just like especially at lower levels, like they're not. They're gonna fucking slow. Yeah, like I am completely fine with you staying here if like let's say this wasn't a Riven, let's say this is some AD carry who's like lulled into bot lane by accident looking to clear this wave here.
And then just slaughter him.
Obviously you kill her, you take the inhibitor, you potentially end the game before the fight even ends. That's fine, but this is not, you can't kill Riven.
Right, if I'm getting stalled here, then just group.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you can see that you can tell the fight was about to happen. As soon as I saw that frame, I'd be barreling top lane.
Okay.
I'd even TP there quite honestly, like that's the big fight right there. That's the action.
Okay.
So you get stored top lane, your team gets wiped, I assume, and then. Now, yeah, when I said you can kill Riven, obviously you win in the end of the Riven, you can kill her, but it's not fast enough. It's not like
Right.
not before these guys lose the fight. Whereas, yeah, this is just wasted time.
Yeah. Okay. It would be more effective for me to be with the team than to try and like just
In
slap
that
a top
situation.
laner for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Especially at lower levels, lower level players have a very high tendency to fight, so we want to be there for fights if we can, and we could there.
That's what I struggle to evaluate is, am I wasting my time not pushing, or am I helping by being at a fight? That kind of
Just give yourself give yourself what I call give yourself like buckets of time, so like say like 10 seconds. So I look to push for the next 10 seconds. I look to push. If a fight's about to happen, I go to the fight, and then if the fight doesn't start like 20 seconds later, I go back top lane and so on.
Oh, okay.
That way you're not wasting time, but you're also making sure you're in the right area. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like where you sit mid with them and they're not doing anything, you feel you wait, like you sit there for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, nothing gets done. That's different, but like that's why you give yourself. That's why you have to have a limit of time. It's like you sit mid, like 20, 30 seconds, nothing happens, I go top lane.
Okay.
While watching the avatars, obviously if the fight starts as you leave, you turn back if you're watching the avatars, shit like that.
Does it work in the opposite way too, where if I'm pushing and I can't get good damage on the tower for 20 minutes or 20 seconds, then I...
Yes. Okay. Yeah, maybe go mid if you've got the lane pushed. Just constantly be doing something. And doing something important, so yeah, like this is not a fight you want to take, yeah. Actually, okay. If you had altered there, you might win the fight, but that's about it. It's still a very risky fight. You'll see the frame I'm talking about. So instead of like looking here, you should actually be looking here. Because that's all three of their carries in one area and their times outside. So
Okay. I was just tunneling on peeling, but he was already dead. So.
I know. No, he's already fucked. Yeah. So like, I'd ult into there and double kill them. And then you're with the rest of the team, which is Lux and at this stage.
Yeah.
And I think Lux and Bradus, you can then potentially take on Trist, get her, and then what the fuck's Riven and Alistar going to do to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd ult here.
Okay.
In a, like Ezreal on my Ear of the World, then we kill Ori, and then we can run as well, just we don't die.
Yeah. Okay.
Before these guys can even react to anything, instead you like walk completely the wrong way.
Yeah.
And they killed Redus, and they killed Lux, you know. Yeah, I'm experienced in spotting this stuff too. Like it's just it's quite obvious. It's just obvious to me. It's the principle of staying near our team and knowing about target selection. Like carries are always the priority if they're in your range.
Okay.
And they really were in your range because your ult has a range too. And it's not like it's at the start of the fight. This is what I mean by like waiting to punish. Like their tanks literally like just go out here. You never normally see this, but like look, all of them come over here. These two are like exposed. So if you draw a line here or here, they're dead.
If you put me in this game as Trundle, and I'm standing where I am,
I press W and run down.
Run down, yeah. Okay, so still go down.
Okay. Same difference. Same thing. You know, if I'm on fucking Malphite, I press the L button. If I'm on a Halo, like a Halo is a bit different. We would never get that situation. Halo.
Right. So okay, so same situation regardless. Yeah.
Just carries up. This applies to any team fight where carries are exposed. They're like below half health and their tanks have left them.
Yeah.
And you're near full health pled with a full rotation. You go in. Obviously, I don't want to be seen at the start of fights like you did earlier in top lane and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're tilted. That's an issue too. So, you know, working your stamina, stop caring about losing like monkeys. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
That's fine. And yeah, you lose it. So I think that honestly concludes things like we can go over the other but like it would cover the same stuff. I'm really obviously going to talk a bit now as well to conclude it, Dory.
Yeah, the other mods aren't up yet.
So in laning phase, just tighten up your laning phase. Obviously, we know about the warding thing. Don't do early warding shit. Level 1, be wary of shoving lanes too much. You know, like look for that control. Look for that lane control, and then just get level 2, and make sure you are DIing upwards into them at level 2. Like as soon as you get level 2, obviously assuming they aren't level 2 as well. They are level 2 before you. Laning phase, like your whittling's fine. Just look to keep, look for that passive aggression. Look to punish them for their big mistakes, but don't go aggressive. That's bad. Yeah.
And then okay.
Oh, 1 second. That's lagging a bit. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Did I try out? What were you saying?
I was thinking. So, if am I at the point where I can watch my own VODs and look at team fights and decide whether I did something I need to like go for a carry? Or...
I mean, I'd honestly say you get more value out of it doing your pro VODs and watching a team fight of theirs.
Okay.
Side by side with yours.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like now that you're dead, no, that's what I mean. It's like the pro VODs don't end with lane necessarily. I just get people to focus purely on lane because they need to develop their skills.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't. I don't get this where people think like you have to win everything.
Every game.
Like it's like it's like a question like this is like what are you supposed to do when a Z snowballs? Sometimes you can't do anything. The issue is that the Z is too late. You know?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes your team will feed another lane into oblivion. You lose the game. That's not something you can control. Don't know why people try and control.
I think
Uncontrollables.
I think at least
I know where it comes from. I know what the intentions are, but I just want it so bad.
Yeah, I guess like I find myself wondering that because again, if you put Cuve on my account, he would find a way. So that's
He would find a way.
Yeah.
No. So obviously there are, but sometimes there isn't. Like that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The point is not to get frustrated and think you can like.
because
That's the issue. That's the mistake we made. Anyway, first on you.
I remember being super inspired when I saw Piglet come to NA and he went like 100-0 in solo queue.
Yeah.
I was like, that's ridiculous. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So that's what
it's about being superior and getting good at the game.
I think that's where the question would come from.
Like a fucking app though.
Yeah.
Wait, hello.
Yeah.
It's freezing again.
Here, yeah. I think that's where the question comes from is like, okay, well they can do it. What is it that they're doing? And then, but it's a lot, I guess. Hello, you there? What happened? If you're speaking, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah, net went down. Don't do much.
Oh, thanks.
So there we are. Right, I'm back. What were you saying this point?
We were talking about. Oh, the guy asked like, "What do you do in Zed Snowballs?" And then we were talking about Piglet going 100
Yeah.
and like he would find a way.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and I think I said more about thing about Avatar. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But yeah, anyways, back to you. So you're tying up that lane with mate, how mid game, yes, please start looking at the map, not just looking at the map itself, but moving your
Yeah,
camera.
looking at the camera, yeah.
When you're not doing anything,
Yeah.
like good time, like watch the avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Use the information, and also obviously back off a bit earlier than you have been. If someone is missing or if you see someone coming to your lane, just back off straight away.
Okay.
Nothing's lost by doing that.
Okay.
Do the dance where you back off and then you turn around as soon as they go away again.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Shove those lanes in and suffocate them. In fights, just be aware. Don't engage like you were. Don't jump in. Just constantly punish. That is the best way to play. You saw what happened when you jumped in. You literally threw the game straight away.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
then but obviously, I'm not saying don't do it. Sit back and don't do anything. Be aware of also when you have to click the go button. That's when the carries are exposed. And, like they've wasted their flash. They have no health, and their tanks aren't protecting them. That's when you go in.
Okay.
Like that's fine.
Okay.
That situation will repeat itself. Where like you've seen the times when you're appealing for your team to the side slightly, you might be on top of your carry. Their tank dives in. Your mage might have already chunked like their AD carry for a bit of health. Go in.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, how do I know if I should be keeping my carry safe or going in on them? It's case by case, I know, but like that kind of decision making is. Do I learn that by just watching VODs?
You should know it naturally. Like you should try and keep your carry like safe. Like you should tap the tank. But like if it's such an obvious situation where you can literally go in and kill 1 to 2 carries before your one even gets blown up, do it. Because that's their damage gone. And you're playing champions who can easily take on fucking tanks.
Yeah.
Especially if you're fed. Like you're fucking Trundle. Trundle eats tanks alive.
Yeah.
So yeah. Or Kled, Kled has his W pass and he eats tanks alive too.
Yeah.
Most top laners do. That's the way they are designed. Your danger as a top laner is actually their carries. They do damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can blow them up, it's quite easy to clean up fights.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it is a situation where like you should have played tough team fights, but now to like know when to go in and when not to go in.
Yeah. And I can study that from Pro VOD.
Yeah, obviously you can improve it further. But like you'll see the numbers, they do exactly what I said. They try and group as 5. They attack the closest targets, usually the tank when they go for it and engage. At high levels, it's a bit different because you'll see them going for flanks and stuff because they have to. Because they have such a space at that level. Like if someone doesn't do it, nothing will happen.
Right.
It's different at your level. Someone always fucking engages.
Yeah.
The idiot always goes in. Yeah. So you just have to hope it's not your team.
Uh-huh.
If it is your team, then you just have to position accordingly. Like you just move up slightly and sit on your carry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
You also notice them going. They will go in at the right times. Like they'll press the go button.
yeah, it's so adjusting to that is hard for me.
Just look for the cleanups. Like be the villain, don't be the hero.
Uh-huh. And then how do I like one thing I was struggling to evaluate is do I keep pushing my lane or do I join them for the 5-on-5? That is something I really struggle to decide.
I honestly say why not both? You can shove your lane, then go to the fight. In quite a lot of situations, especially if often you should have your lane shoved already. You know. You go for the push if you know you can get more. You should be able to sort of read ahead and see if you can get more. There's a risk where like if you lose the 5v5 and you know you'll lose the game, you obviously don't push it from your way if you're gonna lose the game.
Okay.
Also, if your team dies, Whereas if you know you can maybe get an inhib turret and by pushing the top lane, your team like dies mid lane and you won't lose anything. You get inhib obviously. It's just situational.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the map.
Because in that last push where I had Riven with me and you said I should TP, that was
it was quite obvious. It was like a game-ending fight. Yeah,
Okay.
it was 30 minutes into the game. Baron buff. Like it just seemed really obvious to me.
Okay, it
wasn't obvious to you then.
That's what I mean. I want to find ways to like attune myself to that because it didn't seem obvious to me. I was like, oh well, I can take
30 minutes into the game.
in my head. I'm like, I can take the inhibitor and then I can go.
Think about death timers. Think about like how many objectives are down. Like it really is. If your team lost the fight there and they did, you lose the game.
Okay.
I mean, you don't lose the game outright. Like there is a chance you can maybe make one defensive play. It's so crushing for your team to die there.
Oh.
So you make sure you're there.
Okay.
Yeah, general principle though that you can group safely, but you don't waste time doing so. Like you make sure you maybe like push away first or whatever. Because you arrive for the end of the fight and you clean up everyone.
Okay, and then I'll give myself like pockets of time, like 10-20 seconds if nothing happens.
Yeah, just don't waste time. Just make sure you're doing something. Even putting a ward down is doing something.
Okay.
This is what Adam plays do. They make sure they're always ticking over. Like they're on time. Like 1 second. This water in here. Put this in number 4, I think.
Okay, yeah, so I guess the big thing is that a lot of the stuff that we covered is stuff I can like recite by memory, and then when I'm in game, we'll just leave. So I need to slow it down, I guess, in game or something.
It's just about ready, actually. So yeah, sorry, John.
Yeah, I think this is all stuff I can recite from memory. If somebody asks me a question, I'll be like, okay, yeah, just do this. I think it's like in the situation and you find a way to slow it down so I can remember to do it.
That's just experience of playing. Like honestly, if you actually move your camera more and you look at the waves instead of the enemy bars don't get infected, it's the phrase Nick uses. Actually, he doesn't use it in streams. Actually, you've already told me about this one. Yeah, Nick, to split like basically don't get bloodlust. Like don't look at enemy HP bars. Basically, don't. They don't even. They're just like figures. What matters more is the waves and the map. If you actually play around that, the game does slow down because you're basing it on information instead of bullshit, basically.
But in the team fight, if I see they're low, that's different.
If you're in an actual fight, it's more about watching where the avatars are moving, where they're standing, what spells are going on.
Okay.
Yeah, in the actual fight, yes, absolutely. I just mean when you're not in the fight, the stuff that comes before it. The biggest issue honestly players, especially in NA, have is they are always in the fight.
Yeah.
Like even when they're not in the fight, they're in the fight because they're already looking at the HP bars, like licking their lips, thinking about the next kill instead of thinking about the map. Don't be that fucking player, please. Just don't.
Yeah.
You are at the moment. Let's stop it. No, instead of being like, oh, I can't wait for that juicy kill on Persona, I can't wait to kill that juicy inhibitor top lane as I set up a push beforehand.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Am I at
That's
a
why I was
point?
thinking the whole game. You kept seeing me spot it.
Am I at a point where if I want to slow push it, I kill the back wave and then leave it
Yes.
to go somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's brilliant. That's good. That's like high level stuff.
Okay. Well, because I remember you were saying don't worry about it, so I didn't know when was the time to integrate it again. And if now's the time, then yeah.
What I mean is like you don't actually need to know whether it's slow or fast as long as you are pushing.
Okay.
The main thing is that you're actually pushing.
Yeah.
And there were times in that game you weren't pushing properly.
Yeah.
I pointed them out,
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I'll have to think on that. And
Once you with me.
Yeah.
If there's anything else, ask me. Once I switch my oven off, then that will give me less.
what was
I
that?
won't have to worry about anything burning.
Oh,
There we
okay.
It's done. Right. So anything else? Any other questions about anything?
I think it's good. Yeah, I really like.
Okay. Sure.
When I'm playing controlled, I really like playing Kled. He feels really good.
Okay.
I
mean, I think you're better on Trundle, but your stats.
I think I'm better on Trundle too. It's more like if
Trundle.
Trundle gets picked ban or whatever.
No, Trundle gets picked ban, you play Kled, that's fine. Or find another champion, that's fine. But like, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think but looking at that though, you can play Kled. Like that's the issue is not the champion actually now.
Yeah, that's what I think. Is like this game. Yeah, I messed up early with that dash going too far.
I think the thing is Kled punishes you harder. Kled's less forgiving, which is why I don't give it to people until they're like around where you are.
Yeah, definitely less.
When you make the mistake of going in.
Yeah.
So just use that. Like if you die in Kled, treat it as a real bad big mistake.
Okay. It'll keep me honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Just honestly don't go in. Like just wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Just punish. Really have that mindset. Like just. Yeah.
Got it. All right, I'll see you.
Just wait for that one little memory. You can just like walk. You can literally walk into the back line sometimes. It's hilarious. Just like they don't feel for their team. They don't. Obviously, yeah, try and keep your own carries alive. Like there's a bit of a balance. Like, and you can normally tell. Honestly though, like a lot of games you can just actually blow up their tank straight away because he's 1v5.
Right.
That too.
That's the hilarious part. I see that a lot more now. Like a tank will come in 1v5. I'm like, all right, we'll roast him.
You just sit there and kill him, and then you go in.
Yeah.
There's a time strong. Obviously not on your own. Like maybe they're still full health, think a bit, but then you can look to be a bit more aggressive.
That's actually it didn't come up in this game, but there are a lot of times like a tank will come in, we'll roast him, and then I'll see a chance to push two waves at once, where my team can push mid and I can push bot.
Really good.
But
Good if you're spotting that.
if my team will go in and die, is that something I just accept? Like, okay, monkeys will be monkeys, or do I try to reduce the chance of that and push with them?
Yeah, I'd say if the fight isn't over, it's not over. It depends what you mean. If you mean like where you're actually literally in a fight where it hasn't been fully won, and that's a mistake. But if the fight has been won, then you leave, and then they go and hint into a turret. You can't control that. They're plugging it in anyway.
Okay, and then I mean I'll ping them, I'll do whatever, but whatever is whatever.
No,
right?
then monkeys will be monkeys, exactly.
Because I feel like if I were there, I could reduce that odds, and that would be a direct translation.
Well, no, if you feel that's it's the situation where you have to be there, you say that.
Okay. Okay.
But like it's really but like I can look at it and tell you yes or no. Like,
Right.
I'm a bit higher level knowledge,
Right.
but that's fine. You'll get there.
Because
Sorry,
to my eyes, what I usually what it comes across to me is it'd be like, okay, I could do this if they were good, but if they're not good, it's a mistake.
But they're not good. That's actually get into stage 5 a bit. But
Yeah. Because I'm like, okay, if my team will just siege safely, I feel like I can get it. But if they want to go in and die,
if you get that feeling, then you stay if you stay mid and you get the turret down, then maybe you can go and push the 2 sideways, and it's even better.
okay, then I'll just trust my intuition there then. Okay.
But you can sort of tell when you like it's pretty safe to leave leave a fight with the side and like blow up 2 or 3 of their team.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, like, if your team fucking ends 4v2, like holy shit, that's so extreme.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah. Okay, so I'll trust my intuition a little more.
No, that's happening. That's extreme. Like no, that does not happen every game.
No, not every game, but
No, 4v2. Come on, like. Yeah, either me unless we're talking about the 2 being fed, then that's your fault for not pressing tab and realizing they're fed and staying with your team. That's a different discussion.
yeah.
I'm talking about like average scores v average scores.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll trust my intuition a little more. I've been turning off a lot of my brain to like focus on the concepts.
No, I appreciate that, but like your mechanics are there now. You can now start using your head. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But stage 4 is supposed stage 1 to 3 is basically switching off your brain and just being like dumbing it down. Me crush lane and me win basically. It honestly is that. Like obviously we're doing it properly. We're watching the bars and stuff, but that's what it is. And then once you get 1 to 3 down, then you go on to 4 and 5, which is switching your brain back on and actually learning the map for the game, because it's easy because you don't have to think about your mechanics anymore.
Okay.
Obviously, keep improving your mechanics. You're not fucking faking yet. But
Right. But yeah, especially after yesterday, even though it was horribly inefficient, I feel like my mechanics are becoming more ingrained than before.
That's fine. Yeah. We're done such a thing. Just honestly play optimal. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's such a limited time, but like you really have to be disciplined about it until you build your stamina up, and you can just play it dames in a row and not feel anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just work on that. Like that's what I did, and it really helps.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Like again, you don't have to be not doing anything. Like you can go on your Smurf, you can play. I don't know, fucking go play Ribbon or normal or something, or go play Smash or something. It's fine. It's, it really is about resetting your brain.
Okay.
But that way you'll feel good. You're still playing games. You're still playing. You're still being sort of productive. It's not won't feel bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay. Cool. I think that covers everything.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then last thing is I wrote a note to myself that playing League well, it seems like you play like a TCG player. Like they don't overcommit their whole hand, even if they think they can lethal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You wait for lethal.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's about it's about not coin flipping, using abusing stats. Nick used the like EV. Nick used the phrase, being efficient.
Right. So that was my note to self. I just wrote, and I think that'll play out.
It's like why take a 70-30 or even an 80-20 when you can get the 90-10 or even 100-0 every time you can at this level.
Okay.
That's what it comes down to. And like people go, oh, you never get 90-10. The 100. Yes, you do. I just pointed them out to you in that game like 15 times.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree.
No. It's flat. Like people make shit of mistakes. It's not going to make mistakes quite a bit higher up, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
And then when the 10 happens, it's like whatever. I did the best I could with that. So.
Yeah, when the 10 happens, it's fine. You made the best, but it's better than taking the fucking 70-30 plus.
Yeah.
60-40. Holy shit, what are you doing?
Yeah. I think what happens is if I lose a 90-10, I tell myself, oh, whatever, it didn't matter, and then start taking 70-30s, and that's the mistake.
Well, that's bad.
That's the mistake. Yeah.
No, just keep taking 90-10s. But honestly, you can force 100. I showed you the 100s to zeros there.
Yeah.
The 100s, the zeros is honestly to do with the stuff. You see them when you start moving your camera and looking at the information. When you start backing off early, when you start, don't overstay, don't engage.
That's right.
When you start getting those.
More data makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's really good. I'm looking forward to implementing that.
Yeah, and but just get to the end of the season, then reset happens, and that'll be really fun. Just just. I finished something did your current level on a fresh MMR, like you were on your Smurf for a bit, but like you have your main account or your runes. Like those runes will be free now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help as well, because like the smurfing will be easier because you'll have all your runes and like all the runes are free.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God.
But yeah, the main thing is on your main you'll have that fresh MMR and you can have fun with that.
Uh-huh. Alright, that is perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll stay in touch and I'll see you.
Yeah, obviously do message me and stuff, and look forward to the next session. Probably after the reset though.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon.
Okay.
Just see where you can get by the end.
Yeah.
Maybe into D5. We'll see. I think you can get to D5 honestly in the next 2 weeks if you actually just play like you are, like you can.
Yeah, I think
You might not. It doesn't matter.
if I don't get pissed at the variance, then I'll be great. I need to stay chill.
Well, if you're aware of it, it should help you not to do it.
Yeah. As it goes. Okay. Thank you.
Right. No problem. Right, peace.